Hello everyone. How are you? Hope all is well with you and your family, and you guys are doing okay. You know what? It's very sad and depressing when you see most crime of passion that ends so violently, and Jamaicans are generally involved. What are we doing so wrong as Jamaican parents? Why these youths have grown up to be so vile? Because there seems to be a mentality of when you're in a relationship with a Jamaican man, no matter what he does as his woman, you should accept it and still love him 100%. Or even if it is a situation where the love have faded for whatever reason, you as a woman can't leave him. You can't end the relationship. Why? Why does a relationship depends, especially when it comes to Jamaican men, only on if they want to stay with you or if they want to go? Because it seems like it's only when they want to leave you, it's okay. When you think about this many Jamaican men that have upped and left good women and good wives and baby mothers, girlfriends. Some of these women have given or would have given their last and would have sacrificed them own self for them, but these men still leave them. Even women that have had their child or children, I want to tell you, some of them have left women that have had many children for them and they never even look back. I am saying this to say that if the women who were left broken and hurt were to go after these men, there would not be any more men left. So now, why is it that these men who supposed to be the stronger sex, why can't they just walk away from a woman who just don't want them anymore? Some of these women just want to get out of the relationship for many reasons of their own. So why you guys have to get so angry? So angry enough that you think you have to take her life? That seems like some sort of bad mind energy. And even though we know that it's natural, that bad mind blood runs through the veins of Jamaicans, it has begun to show in every aspect of life. So what you thinking? You don't want to leave this woman and she still look good so someone else can get her. Why? She wants to go, let her go. Or you don't want this woman to leave because she's such a strong person. She keep your life organized. She keep you relevant. She make you look good to the world. Men, grow some balls and do all that for yourself. I always say this, and I know many people will not do that, but I always say, as women, you need to build yourself to a certain level. That if you get a man in your life, it complements your life and make it better. But if he's not in your life, you still is independent enough to go on living your good life. Same way. So for men, I say the same thing because over the years we have seen a transition of men from not only being the sex male, but they are not really being men in the word of what men supposed to be. They are more like it's them wearing the woman garments. So they come with a lot of these mommy issues, like they're going to take on these women as their mommy. Them have to sort out them life for them. Them have to organize them life for them. Them have to get everything done for them. In so doing that, when these women and them break up, it's like them don't see life going on so well without these women. You understand? But yet, these men, you see all these values in these women, but yet still, these men don't appreciate it. They treat them so bad, they cheat on them, they abuse them, they disrespect them, but at the same time, they're expecting that these women are supposed to just stay numb to wanting to live a good life. I'm not saying that it doesn't goes both ways, but what I'm saying is that more men in this generation, in this lifetime we're having here now, are not standing up as being men anymore. First time days, I used to have this thing where I look at man supposed to be like your knight in shining armor. Doesn't mean you're going to depend on him hand and foot. That's not what I mean. I mean they're supposed to be the person who keep you safe, the person who have the plans and you just get it organized, or you just fine tune it, or you just get it set away that it can work. It would be like a man buy a house but without a woman putting in all the niceties and the little fixtures and putting the little fancy stuff here and there, it won't be a home. We are expecting men supposed to be taking the lead, and what we are finding more and more is that is women taking the lead. God bless all the good man them that is leaders, and kudos to you guys. I respect you all because I know a lot of you guys are still out there, and some of you are unfortunate to not get the right woman who respect you and value you guys. But at the same time, I'm trying to get back to a situation where we have so much violence against women when women want to get out of a relationship. Why? How is it that men can do it readily, but women is not allowed to do it? There is some terrible mindset going on there, because at the end of the day, you can say you're with a woman and you do oh so much for her and then she want to leave. Just remember, so you never done it for free, because if all you had her doing was just sitting down and you dusting her down like a figurine, she wasn't making babies, she wasn't working in the bed, she wasn't cooking your food, and she wasn't doing all that. Just remember, say, you know, relationship is like a business transaction. No man ain't gonna get a woman just to look at her. Him expecting all kind of different stuff from her. So just call it, say, okay, his exchange is no robbery. Why we can't see things for what they are? Instead, when they leave, you feel like, said, these women owe you them life so them can't leave. So what about all her time spent with you doing whatever? Don't you think that was valuable as well? You both put something valuable into the relationship. So at the end of the day, if him want to go, we have to accept it. We're going to feel hurt. And so if she want to go, we feel hurt and accept it as well. I'm sick and tired of hearing these situations of these men can't stand up on their feet and feel totally human being without this woman around when she wants to leave. So here I'm going to have to take her life. I'm just sick and utterly tired of it. You know what is the crazy thing? Sometime in some cases, if you as a man know how to charm her and be loving and just remind her, even when she wants to leave, remind her why she did fall for you or love you in the first place, you guys could probably get back together again. Because everything is sometimes about ego, about ignorance, and so on. If you really love her and she really love you, you try to charm her and try to talk to her as time goes on. If she say she wants space, and take the space. And then try to build a rapport and see if something can end up being together. Change stuff that she says she don't like, or she change stuff that you say you don't like. If there is no way you see possible for you guys to come back together, just call it a day and then quit. But not because you feel like say, okay, this is it, and you want to leave, okay, take each other life or whatever. Not like that. How about trying to just work at it being separated and see if we can go back together? I've seen that worked thousands of times with real men who care about these women and real women who care about these men. I've seen relationship them break up all for 6 months, for a year, and somehow them find them way back to each other, because at the end of the day, bottom line is that they really did care for each other. And that is the thing with a lot of these relationships. Do we go into them with the best intention? Was it a situation where we were really friends and we really loved each other? Or from the beginning it was about things and hype and ego? What it is, we need to take a stock of what it is we went in the relationship for. Because if the underlying thing, it was love and really care for each other, even if we have an argument or whatever and so on, and even if you say okay, I'm gonna take a break, somehow love would bring you right back together. Why? Somebody in the comment section tell me if me wrong or me right. Because I know of situations like that. Somehow, because love was the underlying thing, when we work on our way back to each other. But you see them relationship there, where is one sided, where one is just there totally draining the next one, the other one doing everything. Sometimes that is stressor and people just want freedom. That's why it's important in a relationship. If you can put something on the table, the next person must can put something on the table too. Just to balance things. Sometimes it might not be equally the same thing. For example, somebody can put the rice, somebody put the meat. Yes, we know meat more expensive than the rice. But it can look like we can match each other or balance each other somewhere along the line. But most of them relationship there is dragging on one side. Generally, not in all cases, but generally, those kind of relationship is the relationship. If you leave me, how me I gonna manage, and all of a sudden you hear who dead and who this and who that and so on. That no make no sense. Because a man who have value to his name and have something to live for is not going to just go out there and just plan because his partner want to leave him just to take her life. Not so. I know how emotions can go, and it could be in one of those rare situations, but it's not general. If you check out these relationships where these happen, it wasn't. It was just about saying the person is going to leave them. Is when these person leave you, how your life is going to be after them gone. And that is where the problem is. Me no want nobody around me where I got totally dependent on me or too much dependent on me, cause me not the broke joke. The man must at least be better than me. But at the end of the day, if him have a problem, me can help him to come. I got my own. You understand? And can balance him as well. So people need to know what them going relationship for and put everything on the table, because I'm still trying to wrap my head up around why is it so much of these relationships, especially between Jamaicans, when you're going to separate somebody off a dead. Why? Guys, why? It can't continue like that. We as Jamaicans have too much anger and too much ego and too much ignorance, and we lack communication skills. With that said, not much romance and love is in them. If you to tell a man now that his girlfriend want to leave him, for argument's sake, he might complain, boy, my girl says she want to leave and so on, and you say, you know what, go buy her a bouquet of flowers and chocolate. Just buy something just to make her smile. Go buy her one lingerie and so on and thing. And do something funny at least to make her laugh. Let her remember why she first loved you and whatever. And so I say, oh, me not do that. Me not pet no girl. Them kind of thing that is not about that. When you talk about relationship, it's supposed to be about love, it's supposed to be about empathy, it's supposed to be about caring, not different from how you deal with your brethren them out the road, different from how you deal with your family. You understand what I mean? We talk about your woman where you love. Likewise, it got to women as well. You have to know how to charm each other. You there's somebody, sometimes people there with each other for a while and then they don't even know them weak spot. Them don't know the little things them will turn them on. They don't know the little things that make them laugh. We need to, when we go in a relationship, to find out those things. And we do those little things to keep a relationship balanced. Pull out the stops. You understand? And recognize when you know say you make a wrong move and admit to it. You understand? Nobody never wrong yet. Because everything I do, I'm supposed to do it, and everything the next one do, them supposed to do it. How we are gonna have real loving relationship? That's why I say all the time, kudos to the men, cause I know men like that who them understand when you're angry. Them understand and know when to say, you know what, they made a wrong move, and things will change and whatever and so on. Talk to your woman. Man a lead with them woman like a gangster and them brethren them a deal with and so on. And so it go. Plenty of these relationships will end up in violence. If them they just walk away for a bit, cool down, and then just start spend more time charming instead of thinking them can use bullyism and bad peopleism. You understand? To get things back. Because let me tell you something. I know for a relationship, you see? And you see, if that man was not using bullymanship and trying to bad up this young lady, same would I get her back? But guess what happened? Instead of him trying to be charming and sweet to her, him think bullying tactics would work much rather than the loving tactics. We need to check ourselves, man. We're going in the wrong direction totally. And another thing, we need to understand the difference between love and sex. You understand? Because sex and ego for most people go together, especially men. So having sex no mean nothing but love. So we need to separate them. Because just remember, most men are always ready for sex. It match the egos. It has nothing at all to do with love. And that is the reason why so much of them are caught up in fatal domestic violence. Because here we have another Jamaican family in tears, mourning over their daughter caught up in an entanglement. These days I just call them entanglement, because some of the things that people have these days, me not look upon them as relationship. Because relationship is work. It comes with a lot of sacrifice, a lot of caring, a lot of empathy, and a lot of understanding. And majority of these people in relationship no know nothing about them something there. I feel a lot of these people need to go on school to learn about them something there before them even get into it. Because here it is, her Jamaican man took her life because she wanted to leave the relationship. Here is the sauce. A mother in St. Catherine, Jamaica, was left numb and heartbroken following the shooting death of her 23-year-old daughter in an alleged domestic dispute in the United States on Saturday. The deceased, Shanae Smith, was reportedly shot in the head while at her home in Lithonia, Georgia. She was rushed to hospital in critical condition but died later that day. Her mother, Tanisha Williams, said she was on the phone with her daughter just minutes before her death. Her quote, "Me and her talk every single day. I was just on the phone with her and she said, 'Mommy, me I go brush my teeth and me I go come back come call you,'" said Williams as she recounted her last conversation with her daughter. According to Williams, approximately 20 minutes after hanging up the phone, she received a call from her daughter's boyfriend, who allegedly told her that he had shot her daughter. Him call 1:39 p.m. I will never forget that day and the time, 1:39 p.m. When me sick a hear phone number, I call my phone, said Williams. Then Williams broke her ear. He allegedly told her that he had killed Smith because she was going to leave him. What kind of wimp you are, sir? Williams further shared that her daughter had met her boyfriend while attending Old Harbor High School when both were students at the institution. Though the two didn't date in high school, the distraught mother noted that sometime in 2022 they had bumped into each other again and became a couple. Williams explained that her daughter then migrated to the United States that year, where she worked in a restaurant. Me numb, me shock, me numb. I don't even know the words to describe because he did not have that personality. I sat and I spoke to that young man and he told me he was going to take care of my daughter and me not have to worry about her. It shocked me out of my wits, she said. Admittedly, Williams shared that during the Easter holidays, her daughter had hinted that there was some tension in the relationship. However, Williams said there was nothing to suggest it would escalate. Smith passing has plunged her entire family and her Old Harbor community into sadness, with Williams noting that both her younger brother and father aren't taking the news well. Him nah take it too well, and he has high blood pressure, so me a worry about him. Him a try. I think he's looking a flight to go up Monday, Williams said when asked about Smith's father. Williams further shared that her sadness was further compounded by the fact that she doesn't have a visa which would allow her to travel to the United States. I want to try for a visa. I am not sure they are going to give me, but I'm going to try. I'm waiting until Monday to contact them and see, she added. Over in the USA, the news there says a woman was shot in the head in Lithonia on Saturday has died. DeKalb County Fire confirmed the shooting happened on Field Drive and Chup Lane just before 3 p.m. Friends and family identified the victim as 23-year-old Shanae Smith. Her boyfriend is 24-year-old Kyrus Kloss was accused in her death. As of Sunday late afternoon, he has not been taken into DeKalb County police custody. He is still on the run. The police further stated that Smith and Schloss lived together in a townhouse located at the crime scene. Neighbors said they heard a single gunshot Saturday afternoon. I pray for both sides of the families, one neighbor said. We just need to come together more as a unit and just stop this gun violence. I'm just praying that he turn himself in if that's the case, because it's best. But like I said, we have two families that's going to go through this right now. Police has labeled the incident domestic violence and confirmed there was no threat to the greater public. Anyone with information on Schloss' whereabouts is urged to call 911 at the homicide assault unit. This is the thing. There we go again, having Jamaicans making the headline in the USA about violence and gun crime. How do we get out of situations like this where the only alternative is violence? We can't continue this way, and we can't continue that when we are in other people's country our name keep coming up and purely negativism. People is just looking at us the wrong way. We are being looked at as an angry and violent set of people. Anyway, guys, let's keep the families in our prayers. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.